I do.
She looks traditional. Yes,
I would
she does.
prefer to be monogamous with the person I choose to be with, the one.
Oh, have you ever gotten it wrong?
Of course, I'm 47 years old and I'm still looking for the one. So I've been there, I've done that, I've dated several people, like 8 now, and I meet guys who don't match what I'm looking for, so they're not the one, and I move on. And sexually, okay, we all have our needs, but it's not about sex for me. I'm just not gonna go for the sex because that's not what I'm looking for
Right, y'all got
now.
batteries now. Don't need them for that. Yeah.
Oh boy. Uh-oh, she's shaking her head. Hey, boo.
Vibrating.
She literally is shaking her head. So, buckle your seat.
I don't know. I never did this.
Said she didn't want to talk because it was going everywhere. I don't know why it works for me and not you.
I don't
Let's
know.
try, let's try, let's try.
The person you're supposed to find yourself, you love yourself, you know who you are.
You okay?
You attract the match. Start attracting people who vibe with.
So finding the one is finding yourself? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's working right
I
here.
have no idea either.
I just never did this. That's okay. So the young lady said, what now? Tell her again. Repeat what she said, Tasha. She don't want to hear. She don't want to talk.
Every time you meet somebody.
Every time you meet somebody.
Yeah, let's repeat it.
Yeah, but even this mic isn't working.
Just switch it.
Just switched it. Do you mind coming up to the front?
Yes, she do. She want to come up there. Just say it. Yeah, come on, boo. Thank you. Come on, she coming up.
Okay, right here, right here. I
Yeah,
said
we're
which-
good. We won't
No.
bite. We don't bite.
Yes, it's good. You dropping knowledge. Oh, it's your birthday? Oh, when?
I just feel like every time you meet somebody, every time you're in an environment, it's just not meant to be.
Very weird. Like, I'm using the same mic. Okay, let me get close. Oh, I don't, anybody got a,
Okay, baby.
Every time.
She said you repeat it.
I'm being silenced.
There you go. You got it.
Put it on
Every
Jesus.
time you meet somebody, you learn more about yourself.
Agree.
every time you meet somebody, you learn more about yourself.
Iron sharpens iron. You get to,
Sharpens iron.
sometimes you're in the right environment and you start jarring, you feel, you connect.
Sometimes you're in the right environment and you start jarring and connect.
Sometimes you're not.
Sometimes you're not.
down. And
And sometimes you're being pushed down.
as you start learning what types of energies are good for you,
As you start learning what types of energies are good for you,
you start meeting more people
you start meeting more people that
who vibe with you.
who vibe with you. So the trial and error, you believe. Then you choose one, which is what the brother said over here.
This is like a sign language thing. It's like, you know, a sign language.
This is, I'm interpreting
Go ahead, go
English.
ahead.
It's crazy.
You talk with your hand.
This is not working in my hands.
Go ahead, baby. That's crazy.
Okay, y'all, did you have anything more to say to us about believing? Okay, y'all give it up for her. I don't know, that's weird. It's
That's
like,
weird. That's weird. Go ahead. This never happened.
okay, who else? Who else? Yes? Sorry, you guys, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna come back there, but I don't
Come
know.
on up to Pentecost. Girl, they ain't let you can't
Oh,
let
your
the
tights are
Pentecost.
fun. Those are
Little
some
boy
fun
shorts
tights.
in Pentecost.
Said she grew up in the coast.
Oh, she grew up. You got in the world for real. I see you got into the world. Go ahead, boo.
I'm not even. I just believe that social media has made it so hard for you to find the one because it has made people so accessible that are so far away that men and women that you would never ever run across in your entire life, you can now connect to them within seconds. Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, you can find someone, and every time you're attracted to someone else, you feel like this one might be the one. So let me put this person to the side because I'm more attracted to this person than that person.
Good.
So as we keep looking for someone to be with, we start to unravel who we are and finding who we want, not necessarily who we need. So as I've gotten older, I see men choose women because they're like, oh, well, there's like 100 million women who are so beautiful. If I can just touch them or connect with them, they might be the one. And men have, of course, 7 to 1, 12 to 1 ratio with women. And I believe it or not, some of the times I see people and they're not, you look at them and you're like, they could never be compatible. But it's something that they saw in each other and they connected and they're like, oh, I found my soulmate. You would have never saw Tamika if we didn't have Instagram. You would have never saw Shannon if you didn't have Facebook. So now we're going through our lives where we just keep thinking, I'm gonna find the one, I'm gonna find the one. You're not the one, you're not the one, you're not the one. So we think that we shouldn't settle anymore. And we love ourselves so much more that we're just like, you're not good for me, I wanna be with someone else. So that's why we have so much people thinking that they don't have to find the one in the person that's right there.
Give it up for my girl. Thank you.
I got no option.
Hey, did that make anybody else sad? That made me sad. That social media, that's true that we have access to even more people. Obviously, 20 years
And
ago.
I heard what y'all be doing in the DM. They be sending them pics.
Y'all be sending us pics too.
I heard they send them pics.
Okay, so she made me just think of something about, okay, this is interesting.
Ooh.
That the idea of, did you used to not believe in the one and now you do? Maybe because you met someone. Anybody got the positive spin on this? Oh no. Oh, come on now. Come on, Curly. Why don't you help the people? Teach the people. Do you believe in the one?
Shy. She's shy.
Oh, come on, with your cute freckles. No, this is the whole point. Here, it's like, this is like, remember, back, I don't know how old you are, but like the village, just the idea of like we each other.
Help each other.
We need your opinion.
What's wrong with our community?
Just try.
We don't help.
No, all day.
We don't help each other. Help, baby.
Help us. Teach us something different.
I'm crazy.
So, what I was thinking was that I know there's over 7 billion people in the world, and that there's no way you can connect with everybody. But you just mentioned that we have Facebook and Instagram and things like that, and so we have the ability to connect with whomever, whenever, wherever. And I believe that God does have a certain person for you at a certain particular time. And I think that there is no coincidence.
Okay, so she said that God has somebody for you for a particular time. So God works on like every 5 years, or how does it work exactly? Okay.
He says that at a certain time when the creation and the creator is ready, that he will bring it together. And so I feel that when it is time, God will bring you to connect to that person. It doesn't matter what's going on. I can say for me and my spouse that we met in Vegas. Like there would have been.
Oh, wait now.
Vegas Cabaret. Vegas
Wait,
Cabaret.
Wait, hold on.
Vegas Cabaret, Las Vegas.
Did she have the pasties on? What she had on? She had the pasties on? Okay, what about him? He was a chipper or a dealer? What he was doing? What y'all was doing in Vegas?
There wouldn't have been anything that would have connected us together. I'm not from here. We lived on 2 different coasts. Like there's nothing that would have ever connected us. We just happened to both be there at the same time. And so I think that
Meaning you guys both are from what coast?
Like, no,
I'm from this side, she's from.
Oh, just being in different coasts and then met in
I'm
Vegas.
just saying that if he,
God
if
put you
God
guys
wants to put-
together.
yeah, if he wants you, it doesn't matter if you could be, you can miss a connection and he'll be like, I'm gonna put,
You can miss the connection to your plane and you're supposed to meet him at the layover. Possibly.
I'm just saying, if it's supposed to be that time, he will connect you with that person for that,
When it's supposed to be your time, he will present you to the person that will then
right, but
see
you
you.
have to be
But you have to be
continuously working on yourself.
continuously working on yourself.
Like someone already said, if you don't
know what you want, if you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. If you can't deposit into anyone else, you can't be aware of what it is that person, what you can bring to that person and what that person can bring to you. So it is better for you to continue to work on yourself until that time that that person comes to your life.
We got it. I think we're gonna have the cord mic back in the day. Y'all remember the corded mic?
I ain't never seen this.
We're gonna have a whole long
It
cord
only
just
fit
go
when
all the
one
way
of us touch
around. Okay.
So here's my question. What if you believe that other person doesn't believe you are the one?
That's a good one. If it's not mutual, the question is, would they still be your one if they don't see you as the one?
Work harder.
That must not be the one. That's a rough one though. Gotta communicate. Go ahead.
Sometimes the one we're talking about, one for the finalization, but one is getting you prepared for your final.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might go through 5 relationships with things in you that you haven't seen. Through the process, become who you need for the one.
I'm gonna say this.
For the one that's coming.
Yeah, but damn, I don't think. See, that's a scary one right there.
Repeat it for me.
The brother said there's a lot of relationships you go through that's preparing you to be the one.
Oh, I like that.
But I wouldn't want to give up all my good sex years. Shit, he might not see you the one year in your retirement home when you're 75
That's a
in a
good
diaper.
one. That along the way, I'll give you that. That's a
85
I
in
like
a
that.
diaper talking about
That's
the
your-
one.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I got my soulmate.
It's gonna change you. Your diaper.
Afraid to say what he said. I think that everybody has the one you're not aware of is the one that you meet on the way to the one. What I think people don't realize is because you're with.
Wait, say that one more time. The one is the one that you meet on the way to the one?
I think you meet a lot of ones on the way to the one. I think that
So by then there got to be number 3 or 4. Is that not how it works? 1, 2. Then you just keep thinking each one is the one?
I think that at the time the one is the one at that time and what you're doing in your life. So
Oh, that's what Freckles said that. Freckles said that. Like she understands that God will bring you somebody. Yeah.
I got one hiding in the dark. Got a question back here hiding in the dark.
Okay, go ahead. It's rough back there.
Can you hear me?
And we'll try. We'll try. Can you come up or do you only like the back? Okay, come on up.
Come on. Clap it up. Isn't
The one-
she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? I wanted to be Stevie one. Right here on the couch, boo.
Go and sit with her. Help her.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Okay.
Woo, jeez. Where we at here?
Let's have a conversation.
Come on.
Let's have a
I
conversation.
gotta get this mic to work.
Okay.
Go.
So, at one time, I did think that I met the one, and I think it was a gentleman that was.
At what time you thought you met the one? Okay.
Right. I think it was a gentleman that was saying that if you felt like that person was the one, but that person may not have been.
I'm so scared.
Can you hear me? Okay. So, one of the gentlemen was saying that you might have felt like you were the one, or that person was the one for you, but that person may not have felt like you were the one. And I was definitely in that situation.
Oh, you were in that situation?
Yeah.
Were you the
So-
one that thought you found the one, or?
I thought I found the one. I was with him for 15 years, but
Wait, pause. Okay, I'm coming down. Okay, so you were with him as a married, or y'all just stayed shacking?
no, we were in a very long-term relationship.
Very long. How many kids long?
No kids. So
No kids, 15 years.
Yep.
Okay, and you never became his wife?
No.
And, okay, my brain, I know y'all thinking what I'm thinking, I'm trying to go slow here. Okay, so, how long into the relationship did you think that he was the one?
From the time that I met him, since we were 16.
Okay, it was from that love at first sight, this is my guy. Okay, and from the beginning, did he tell you that he thought you were like it for him, or you just kind of went along for the ride?
I think I probably went along.
For the whole 15 years? Just in the passenger seat?
I mean, he was always there for me, and he pretty much did everything that I wanted him to do.
Are you sure that he was like you were his only girlfriend?
I believe so. He was also in the military, so during that time, he spent a lot of time overseas and then come back. So it's kind of like on and off for 15.
On and off for 15 years. Did you guys live together?
At one point, we did.
At one point you did. And why did you stay that long with someone that didn't think of you as the one?
Because I truly believe he would have came around, which was my mistake.
Oh, thank you. Teach the ladies. You can't go into nothing trying to change your brother.
Exactly.
Truly, he actually sees. I know this, and brothers, you can co-sign if I'm correct. That you guys kind of know. When you know, y'all know, and you know early. And it doesn't grow. You don't grow to know 15 years later. You just know. And when you know, you then take them off the market and then make them your own. Correct? It's not really a big guessing game. So any woman that ever says, I wonder if he's that into me, guess what the answer is? No. Because if you knew, like if he was into you, it would never be a question.
Right.
Okay, you now learned this after the 15-year relationship. Wow, did you feel like it was a waste of your time?
Yes. No.
Auntie!
No, because I learned a lot and I grew from that experience.
Okay, you were not regretful of all.
I was not regretful.
Wow. Anybody got questions for her? You got questions?
I swear we've never had this before. It's the goddamn Black Friday TV. Stephon, ever since you got this, goddamn, we've never had this before. It's the Black Friday TV. Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead. What you got for her,
The
beautiful?
question, anyone's asking her, you're going to ask her?
He asked a question, yeah.
Now, I told you to stay in the back. She was going to make you do the show.
I know.
All right.
So, okay. All right. Okay. I've personally been married twice. One of them for 20 years. I'm 47. So, over the course of that 20 years, there have been several times where I thought, this can't be the one. But it started off with love at first sight. So, what was it that attracted you to that person that made you think 15 years was worth sacrificing?
Good question.
That's an easy question for me.
Go ahead, baby. Just hold it.
He
like
provided me security.
Hold it like it was the first year, the 15 years.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, he provided me with security, and that's why I stayed with him.
Security. Pay the bills.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's fair.
follow-up question.
Pay the bills. Security.
So I believe you because my ex told me that the only thing that she needed from me was a roof over her head, good father for her son. I've never been an absentee dad. So I gave her that, but I said, I can do that, and I don't have to be here. So I exited stage left only because the requirements was what? Roof over my head and someone take care of my kids.
That's child support.
That's child support. Yeah, I'm pretty good with child support. I pay more than my child support. That's not even the point. So the question, the follow-up question to that is, when you realize that that's all you needed, why'd you stay?
Well, for me, it wasn't.
Oh, you got that mic.
For me,
Just keep talking, baby.
For you, go ahead.
Well, for me, I was in love with him. So it wasn't.
You stayed in love with him the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't just for the security. I wanted to get married. I wanted to have kids with him. And
So when you would ask him, just wondering, 5 years in, you guys are 21. No, 10 years in, you were 30, 26.
right.
When you would ask him, like, why you were not married, what would be his reason? Because military has the good benefits. So you missed the good benefits.
Man, hush.
I always got he wasn't ready.
You got that he wasn't ready.
Right.
Okay.
One of the things when he did leave, okay, so we have been together since we were 16. At 18, I left to go to college. He left to go to the military.
Been together since 16, 18 years
That's
old.
that throwback shit.
Yeah.
We done had a 17 and a 16. Y'all started young.
He ended up meeting someone and ended up having a child with them
While you were how old?
when we were 18.
When you were 18, he was your boyfriend and he had an outside kid of the relationship?
Right.
And you stayed?
Right.
Okay. And you stayed because?
Because I was.
She was in love. She said that.
Oh, because love allows disrespect? Is that the whole, is that what?
Stigmatized.
Forgiveness.
Love allows forgiveness.
Because, I mean, I was in college as well. He was overseas, and I was doing my thing in college, and he clearly did his thing.
Oh, okay. So you were cheating like he was cheating. You just weren't cheating raw, and he was. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good. That makes more sense now.
All right.
Okay. Any more questions?
Bring
Yeah,
it back
oh.
to the young man in the back.
Let's try. We're gonna try.
Oh,
We go. Boy, oh boy. This might.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Boy, y'all aunties talking too much, boy. These young boys get excited. These millennials like, I need a PIN number for Christmas.
So I think it's really interesting that this is not an isolated case because we having this conversation with her, but not many men sit around for 15 years. So the real question is, why is that the case? Why is it that women would sit around in situations and think that they're the one? I don't ever really see men doing the same thing.
I'm gonna tell you, a young fella, I answered. The problem is, we're gonna go back to the numbers again. But I can say as a married guy, I know a lot of friends who, soon as they got divorced, they were right back with another woman. Because, that's men. Because a lot of women look at him, even though he's a divorcee, Brandon, they look at him and say, oh shit, he'll commit. At least the nigga get married. He's done it before. So as soon as he get divorced good, a lot of chicks jump right on them type dudes because they see that he'll commit. A lot of you youngins that have never been married before,
But don't you think that's problematic?
Oh, that's a big problem.
The fact that
That's a big problem.
men are not necessarily, even as a child, the way you process relationships it's a totally different rearing from being a kid. Like a girl is reared to be a mother and to be a wife, and a boy is reared to play with toy trucks and look at blue and be rough. So now when we try to bring these things together, we end up having these problems 30 years later.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. That's the only daddy song we got. Shit.
This ain't the only daddy song.
Well, dance with my father. You do that shit at a wedding. We don't listen to that. Papa was a Rolling Stone. All we got.
Okay, so she asked the question, right here, and I'm gonna ask it.
Yes.
She said, "What happens once you're with someone for?" Oh, y'all, let's give up our girl from in the front.
come on,
Thank
baby,
you
get
so
up.
much for sharing your story. You did a great job. That was great. So the question is, once you're married and you've realized that the person is now not your one, what do you do if you're feeling like you should honor your vows?
God save it.
A lot of people don't get married because the person's the one. They get married for obligation or what they think they can build with that person at the time, depending on where they are with their goals and what they're trying to achieve.
But she's saying she's married. What do you do once you're married?
I'm gonna go back to this young lady.
So you're saying it has nothing to do with the one now?
It might go back
it's
to
just a
upbringing.
decision or a choice, like the brother and his wife said. Okay.
It could be upbringing, like this young lady said. You don't have to be no Church of God Pentecostal. You can just be regular Baptist. If you was raised Baptist, they tell you to death do your part. So if some of these women thinking you pull it out, they might shoot the shit out you. They mean death, bitch. That's the only way out. That's what Pastor said.
I think with a lot of the relationships that I'm witnessing and my friends and family, I think honestly it's not necessarily about finding the one. It's just on your options. You may not have access to your one, so you are dating those that are available to you and settling with them.
Oh, no, boo.
I kind of got to co-sign that. Ooh, go ahead. You want to respond to that?
Oh, that means she just...
Oh, wait, hold on. I got something for that. Okay, I got two ladies that want to talk. So, okay.
She said it's just whatever.
Yeah, but this is how deep it is. See, this is how deep it is. She's in her 30s.
Yes, 34.
Okay, here we go. So what's crazy is a lot of men will have multiple wives, right? And sometimes the women who marry those men, that's their first husband. Y'all got that?
Yeah.
And the reason is that you're sometimes praying for your one, but he's now married to whomever, and you're almost in a weird way waiting for him to be
praying for divorce. Disgusting.
It sounds crazy, but because they're not available, that's actually real as hell right there. Because now, which is not the worst thing, right? Divorce is not the worst thing. But you guys ever heard this? I heard this in Los Angeles about divorcees are the best kept secret. Y'all ever heard that before? Because they believe, men and women, right? Because they still believe in commitment, right? And they got it wrong, and they're looking for the right one. You get what I'm saying? So there's still like a belief in I got it wrong in my 20s, or because she gave it to me the right way, that wasn't what I needed. And then now they're finding what they need versus what they want. That's actually real. I can co-sign that. You wanna talk about that?
I was gonna answer the question of once you're married and you realize they're not the one.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was married.
Oh wait, are you wanting to answer from her, or you gotta separate?
Wait, we good.
The marriage? Okay, good. So I'm coming back.
So I was married and then I realized he wasn't the one, but I made a choice to stay because we have 2 kids together, and I decided to work on my marriage. But then when he did something that was unforgivable, then I decided to leave. So you have
we just saying something. We doing the vague thing tonight. What's the something?
He hit me and I wasn't gonna go to prison, so instead of going to prison, I served him with divorce papers.
There you go.
Oh, that means she was going to kill him? Is that what?
Yeah, I told you. Hey,
she did say my soulmate. She was the one that said my soulmate won't hear me.
I know her face. That's till death. She means that shit. She look like she'll go buy one at Walmart. I tell you what, when I get paid Friday, bitch, I'm going to buy 9, nigga. You gonna get it Friday, bitch. I don't own a gun now, but bitch, you hit me.
Said I was gonna go to prison.
When I get paid Friday, bitch, I'm gonna shoot the shit out you.
I felt that. Yes, ma'am.
So lately, the younger marriages, like no longer a commitment of such, is convenient and partnership. That means a lot of the female and men, it goes both. I'm being real. They can't afford to be living on their own, so they rather get married to someone where they can split everything like that and try to have, try to be respectful with it. Sometimes it's not about love in the marriage anymore. Just you can do better, so you try to make it work the best way.
So they choose a woman for the come up. That's a big actually thing. Remember when we did a show about the how long is too long to shack, and men choose to move in for out of convenience, and women move in thinking that he'll want to marry me next year once he moves into this year.
That nigga coming up. He just
That's
saying.
a real thing. Hold on 1 second, only because you've been talking to me. Only 1
Y'all
second.
doing good.
Oh yeah, like a whole 15 minutes left.
Y'all doing good.
When I'm listening to a lot of the women talk about their very long relationship, it's like you've been in it from when you were a child. You haven't been anywhere. I can't necessarily say that, but how can you really experience and go out and meet all these people you want to meet and say they're the one when you're just meeting someone right out of high school?
Let me just call it, but I'll say it. I'll cut to the
But
chase.
you have to grow up and you have to figure out yourself. No, just because you have a child, I have to stay with this person at such a young age. Or, you know, I met him and she said, well, I went to college and he went away and we stayed together. You have to, as women, you have to better yourself. Like you just have to grow up and learn how to support yourself and do for yourself and expose yourself to other things and other people, not just everyone who is down the street or around the corner who's in your classroom.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is how you get, because that's all you know, and that's why you're stuck in that relationship for so long.
But I have to tell you, so yes, I actually agree with everything you just said. But I think this is what's crazy, is we're going off of what we were taught. So this is the for real 2019 for sure version. But the 80s, I don't know if in the 80s and the 70s that grandmama or ma taught you that just to make sure to get yourself all so you can find somebody. I don't know if that.
I wasn't taught that. I was taught you're going to college. That's it. Doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to get a job, you're going to go to college, you're going to go away, and you're going to do something. And that was it. That's how my mom raised me.
Wait.
Was your mom married?
My mother was not married but she did want to marry my dad, but my dad got sick.
Okay, like literally it was like some logistics that couldn't happen.
It was crazy.
Because I wondered if she said that from the single mother telling the woman to make sure you never depend on me. That's why I asked.
She said because her mother never told her to go to college. So she was one of those parents, I want better for my kids than what I had. Because they were, and when my mom's like 70 something. So they didn't have to go to college. They graduated from high school and they got amazing jobs from the city or whatever corporation and lasted forever with pensions and things. She knew in the 80s we weren't gonna have that. You gotta go to college. You gotta go do something. You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of my house.
You gotta go. Now go ahead.
But what she said in a very nice way earlier, they haven't experienced much. How can that be the one if you've only had one? I'm an elementary teacher. We do things compare and contrast. You gotta have something to compare if you're gonna contrast. If you only had one dick, you don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent. If I had one piece of it wasn't bad.
It'll be the best one you've ever had.
That's the best one you ever had and the worst one you ever had. But you don't know.
Glass half full.
Glass half full. You don't know.
Okay, we got old school. We got old school right here.
OT, what it do?
Are we all right over here?
What are
Okay, go ahead.
A mic check.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give you a little older perspective. I'm retired now all my life.
In the back, please.
Blacks can't whisper after 2 drinks. Lean over, tell your neighbor, bitch, you not whispering. Jesus, go.
Yeah, chasing the one was fun till she caught you. That's what it was. And at a
Wait, hold on. I mean, chasing the one was just for fun until she caught you, meaning until
God damn it, she caught me.
Caught me in what way? Oh, till you now caught feelings for her.
you don't know she the one until she knocked you on the head and said, yeah, this is a good situation. I've been here for a while.
Wait, so did you have to be convinced of the one?
When quantity is in your eye, quality sometimes gets by.
Oh, that's true. I actually, most men that talk about the woman that got away, I actually have heard this from mostly men. that the woman that they didn't take seriously in the meat of all the quantity. Hey, that's real. You got anything else to share? That was cool.
At 150, maybe 3, I say I let get away that I miss. So at this point, I'm not looking for number 1 or the one. My age, I need 2 half my age that can learn and think and behave.
It's your season. It's Sugar Daddy season, ladies. Sugar Daddy season is in the building.
Y'all give it up for old
Ladies,
school.
it's your season.
Y'all give it up for old school.
It is Sugar Daddy
Oh my God. So, wait, but y'all didn't hear what he said at the very She said she needs someone. Oh, that was really funny.
That was.
Okay.
Dead ass serious.
Yeah, he didn't even take offense to that. But he said at the end that now you're someone. And did y'all catch that? He said 150. Y'all caught all that? 150. Okay. So after 150, the 200 people left or got by you. You now want to date women in what bracket? How old are you? Just turned 56, and you now want a woman at what age?
27.
27 and a half. Up to what? That's the minimum, please tell
All
me.
the young girls in here like,
To what?
grow.
That's the lowest age. Up to what?
Fucking grow.
To 40?
Don't knock it till you try it. Sugar Daddy season is in the building. There's another one there with the yellow shirt on. This is they bought their life. Y'all better stop that bullshit. These young niggas ain't got nothing. They living with their mamas. You better go get a PIN number. Their children grown and they left the house. Nigga, shit.
I wanted to speak on when you were talking about how when you're in a marriage and you realize that you're not the one. So I don't know if anybody saw they're no longer the one. I don't know if anyone saw the Red Table Talk with Will Smith when he was married, his wife, and he realized that his soulmate was Jada.
Man, don't talk to him. Don't use him for this.
I'm gonna tell you that that's exactly what happened to him. But because of his beliefs and his values, he refused to get divorced. The person who said that they no longer wanted to be with him was his wife, and he had to make a decision to say that I don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to love me or who doesn't love me. And that's truly what we have to do for ourselves and say, I love myself enough to want to be happy with the person who makes me happy. And that's what we're looking for.
That is so beautiful, honey, but you know how many women that did that shit and they over here deep side by themselves. They left a bitch, they left Jimmy Lee in 71. And they've been lonely ever since, baby. That was powerful. Girl, you young, man. You young, baby, don't you? Don't you just grow up with you?
Where is Deep Side?
It's
Like
gonna be 56 in Oakland.
Okay, I had something fun to just do for a little while. Just
Oh my
something
God.
fun.
Go ahead, baby.
Okay. So this was fun to me when I was thinking about it. So remember we talked about the sexual soulmate? So, Aries in the building. Could you stand up? Aries, stand up.
Bipolar. Go ahead.
Oh God. So Aries, you're daring and spicy, right? And so your soulmate, do you guys know your sexual soulmate? Do you know what it is? Leos, stand up. Leos, it's not many? Oh, look around. So you guys are sexually compatible. I hate to use it just like that, but it says that Aries are they're a bit theatrical, especially in bed. And that Leos, even though we're a bit, oh y'all didn't know that? Oh, he's a bit theatrical? Oh, y'all laughing at him? That's funny. Is he? Have a seat. I just thought it would be funny. Okay, Taurus in the building. If you can stand up. Taurus. Any Taurus, stand up. Taurus. Oh, y'all both Taurus.
Oh, y'all both Tauruses. Taurus the bull up in this pit.
Unfortunately, the Taurus sexual soulmate are Scorpios. Stand up, Scorpios.
And you know Kelly's a Scorpio.
Oh, your boo. So Scorpios in terms of BDSM, okay, so that's the little dominatrix going on. The Taurus are all for it. They can't get enough of it. Okay, that's just one. Okay, a little bit more. One of the Scorpios are fun? Okay, yeah, go and get one. Go get you one. Gemini, stand up. Gemini, stand up. Your sexual soulmate is Aquarius. Any Aquarius in the building? Stand up. It says that Geminis are sometimes a bit immature or unaware when it comes to sex. A bit immature, right? But it says with Aquarius, Aquarius knows how to have that dirty talk. Aquarius, oh, you're Aquarius?
Why am I not surprised?
Auntie.
Why am I not surprised?
Auntie.
Why am I not surprised? What do Aquarius do?
Yeah, they like dirty talk.
Potty mouth.
Dirty talk with Geminis. That was a. How low do you go, Auntie? Auntie, how low do you go, Auntie?
Young nephew.
Okay, let's see. Let's do another one. I think that's okay. Virgos. Virgos, stand up.
Rodney at the bar.
Virgos. Okay, Virgos.
Rodney at the bar. Sugar Mama season is here. One of my young boys, they don't leave out the sugar daddy stuff.
Oh, he wants a sugar mama?
Sugar mamas in here.
Okay, so Leo. Sorry, which one did I say? Virgos.
The building.
He just got me. I got Virgos. Your sexual soulmate are Capricorns. Stand up. I'm a Capricorn. Yeah. So we apparently with Virgos act innocent. Oh, that's interesting how y'all stood up with your head down and everything. So Virgos act innocent, but don't let the innocence fool you. They are secret freaks. They are secret freaks. Okay, have a seat. Okay, let's do two more. Libras.
Yes.
Any Libras? Oh. Libras. So you guys are kind of also into Aquarius. That apparently is like very magical when you guys get together because Aquarius, they already stood up. But somehow you guys have an open mind. You guys are very open-minded. Which has to do with actually sexually open. You're sexually open.
I ain't that open, goddammit.
Oh, you're not that open? Which one are you? You're a Libra?
I'm a Libra, but I ain't that open.
It says Libras rule the buttocks. Listen to this.
It's exit only. Exit only, no entry, boo. Exit only back here, no entry.
We got it.
It's all man up in this bitch. Go ahead, continue, boo. What we supposed to do?
Scorpios and Pisces.
You said something about Libra and booty. What happened?
Libras rule the buttocks. That y'all really like to dominate the buttocks.
Hey, baby. Hey, wife of mine.
It really says that.
Oh, I love booty. They know me.
So Scorpios, stand up, Scorpios. I don't think if you guys stood up. Oh, we did already? I'm sorry.
Yes.
So Scorpios and Pisces. Pisces, stand up. I don't think we found out who the soulmate is, the Pisces. They know Pisces? Pisces don't come to talk shows? Okay. So Scorpios have a back. Oh, we got one in the back. Okay, so this is interesting. You, Scorpios, like to bring handcuffs to the bedroom. Meaning you actually like to dominate and where someone submits to you. Which that might work, there's nothing wrong with that. And it says Scorpios and Pisces have mind-blowing sex when they come together.
All the praise team. So all the freaks on the praise team.
Okay, I think that's enough.
That's enough.
That was fun. Happy New Year to everyone. Okay, so I don't know if we answered the question. Do we still believe in the ones? Raise your hand if you do believe in the one.
Did we do it? I believe in it.
We got like a whole 10, like out of 80.
But I think we all did. They just believe in the one.
We all believed in the one at one time.
And then if they die, you go find another one. Or if they leave you, go find another one. Goddamn, if they hit you, go find another one. If they cheat on you, go find another one. There's another one out there for your ass. We got ones all up in this bitch. Make it rain. We got ones everywhere.
So if we, I know really, like you're gonna find the next one. If you have a business, come on up so that we can promote you. We like to do that.
Any business owners, if you own your own business, Amway is not that. We're just talking about a real business, something you file for later. Come on, brother.
Really, come to the front. I'm sorry. Come to the front if you own a business and want to promote it.
Okay, sure.
And then we'll be done.
All right, I didn't know what we were doing. All right, my name is Jules Nelson. I have a fitness company for children. It's called the PEX Games. So if anybody has after-school programs, summer camps, that's who we cater to. So we've been in business for about 12 years now. We've been very successful, so appreciate it.
All right.
Give it up for him. Fitness for children.
PEX Games, thepexgames.com.
Thepexgames.com.
Or at
PEX Games. Yes, we got that social media. Oh, we like that. Fitness for children.
Elementary teacher and a coach, so I might be able to help. You might be able to talk. I got some.
Who else running the business? Running the business. Come to the front. Sorry.
I know everybody in this bitch ain't an employee. Shit, this is black business.
Go, yeah.
Hi, my name is Shawana. Oh, hi, my name is Shawana. I am the founder of Bright Choice.
Like 3 minutes, please. Just respect the mic.
I am the founder of Bright Choice Events and More. We have a Winter Wonderland boutique takeover on December 22nd at Clutch Couture. You can find me on Facebook at Right Choice Events and More.
Right Choice Event Planning?
Yeah.
Right Choice with a W or an R?
With a W.
Okay, Right Choice Event Planning.
Yeah.
And the December what day?
December 22nd, and it's Right Choice Events and More.
Events and More. Got you. Right Choice Events and More. Give it up for her. Couture. You said couture.
Y2K Production, we do DJ, events, taxes, life insurance, health insurance, credit repair.
Credit repair, life insurance, taxes, and DJ. The whole party. Once you get your tax money back. There's nothing wrong with that. Multiple streams of income.
It's called multiple streams of income. And the area. We do funerals.
That is probably true.
Good evening, beautiful melanated people. I don't need a microphone. How y'all doing today?
Okay, she don't need a microphone.
How y'all doing? Y'all look good. Y'all look good. So my name is Nadine Gardner. I'm the owner of Aligning Vegan Skincare and Hair
Vegan skincare and hair care. That's in the back.
I got beard oil, vegan primers, moisturizers, scrubs, and I'm doing Christmas.
Vegan oils, primers, and moisturizers in the back.
So come support black business and get
Come support black businesses.
Babe, what? This is the one I want for our son. We have a 24-year-old.
Oh, that's you're gonna pick his one? Are you gonna pick his first one?
Yeah, I'm picking the first one.
Okay.
I approve of her. You don't want to be chosen?
Oh, dang. You don't believe in monogamy or what, you believe in polygamy?
Daddy lit.
I'm just trying to vibe out.
You just trying to
Vibe out. That's the word now?
And plus you're a vegan. We eat bacon in my house. Get out. You ain't gonna have no
Can
way
you
to
not
that
throw the
shit.
guest?
We eat bacon shit.
Don't throw the guest. Oh.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Vicky Yemi. I have 2 businesses, okay? Two of them. So my primary business is IT support. So IT technologies for small businesses. But last week I opened a wellness spa, Aqua Aura Wellness Spa. So those of you who might need a massage, or those of you who might need micro braiding, we just opened 150B University Drive, right across from Broward Mall. So this month, because it's our first month, we're giving 50% off all massages. So if you mention the fact that you came here and you saw Victory, you get 50% off your massage.
Should I be there tomorrow? Go ahead, we got more, we got plenty. Come on.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. This does not work well, so I'm going to speak really loud. Okay. My name is Karen Singleton. I am new to Florida. I just moved here, well, almost new. Moved here in January. I'm from California. I did real estate in California since 2005, and recently I just started my real estate business here in Florida. I'm with the Kai's Company in Coral Springs. So and I know there's other realtors here. I already met one. So if you know anyone who's interested in buying or selling or even referring my name, I'm good people. I've known Tasha since California. So just bring them my way. I'm gonna leave some business cards on the table. Take them if you like. If you don't, you can keep them. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Come on, young fella. I said young fella, not your. Oh, go ahead. Go, you young fella. Go.
Look at me like grandpa.
No, never.
How many Caribbeans we got in the house? All right. Any of y'all familiar with Major Hype? Yes. All right. Next week, Friday, is the Caribbean Comedy Fest featuring Major Hype in Pembroke Pines at the Charles Dodge City Center. It's on Pines and Palm. But what I want to do tonight is give away 2 free tickets to the Major Hype show. All right? But I got to figure out how we're going to do this. I should ask a question, right?
When I'm with them young people, when I'm doing them young twerk content. Oh, sorry. DJ, give us some twerk music.
I'll tell you what we can do.
That ain't gonna work here.
Does few of y'all know who Major Hype is?
I tried. You tried.
Okay. Tasha says, oh, somebody show me their ID. Whoever has the closest birth date to Friday the 13th this month can get the 2 tickets. Because I was going to ask you to name 3 Major Hype characters.
Oh, that's the dread community. I know.
Well,
yes.
Who got 3? Y'all got to know. All right, bring the ID.
Bring the ID.
And now who's the person with the 3? People are
Friday the 13th.
Oh, yours is Friday. You are Friday the 13th is your birthday? No, what's this one? I'm not going to act like I can see this. You know, I'm going to take your word for it. It's why you got 2 different birthdays? Trump looking for you. Oh, it's 2 different people. You can see that in her. You know that, right?
All right.
What day is that?
All right.
Oh, she's the 11th.
Who's the 11th? Which one is the 11th? Wave your hand, 11th.
All right.
All right. So far, the 11th, I got 2 tickets for you. Now, who got the 3 Major Hype characters?
Right here.
Come on, Natalie. Let me hear him. Hold on.
Come on, Natalie.
Come on, man. Do your job, man.
Yeah, that's the best accent I can do. I'm a Yankee.
There's Mitzi. There's
No. It's Mitzi with a Z. Get it right. But anyway, go on.
There's Mabel
Go on, yeah.
and Charles.
All right. I think you just went online and checked out one of the skits. I think you cheated. She Googled. She's quick. Mabel and Charles was really a tough one. That's like way down. He has 28 characters. Yeah, there are a couple. You did good. All right. I got 2 tickets for you, and I have 2 tickets for the shy person born on the 11th.
All right.
All right. Now, what I need y'all to do now, the people who got the 2 tickets, tell your friends. All right? And when if y'all call the number on the flyer I'm going to give you with the tickets, what we're going to do is you get your friends to buy tickets, and I'm going to upgrade your free tickets. Well, all right?
Look at y'all. Look what happens when you're going to drive out.
All right? Y'all do that.
Come on, sir. We got another business.
And thank you for coming to Crave, and we're open from Wednesday to Sunday. The food is good.
Yes.
The service is, the girls look okay here. For the
No,
guys.
they're amazing. Leave my staff friends alone.
We do our very best to please y'all, and I hope to see y'all a lot more often.
Thank you, sir. He's about that business. Last but not least.
How y'all doing? My name is Ramon Robinson. I'm here with my business partner, my brother Brandon Freely. We actually started a business where we create comic books and positive hip hop for our youth. So we go out to schools, we work with different nonprofits, and we teach our youth how to become published authors and also independent artists and make positive image of black and brown faces. So once again, our company is called Positivity Pays, and you can follow us online. I go by Absolute, that's my stage name. Thank you guys.
All right, Absolute.
This young man, those 2 young men, I admire.
Oh, you have somebody that's interested already?
Yeah, he already gave out some cards.
Right there.
He does comic
I
books
love
for
that.
kids, and they're stationed at Walker Elementary in the hood, and I've seen some of the work they've done with them babies. It's amazing. And the Jamaican December 13th, that's the Jamaican Comedy Show, the Caribbean Comedy Show. I can't say Jamaican, there will be other islands represented, thank God. Yes, I know. Don't play now. I'm 48. I was here when y'all first got here. Now I love you. I've been here when y'all invaded. I was here when we just had Charlie's pastries. We just had beef patties. Now we have more. Thank you. We have fish with the whole head on it. Now thank you, Jesus. We love you.
Oh my God.
We love you.
That was really loud.
You remember when we used to play? No, you don't. You wasn't here. No. But we used to sing 4, and in the 90s, we were in the club with 4 reggae songs. You would do 2 Shabba Ranks, 1 Buju Banton, and 1 Red Rat. Red Rat was my guy. Hey, you guy with the tie to that sky, till you make your head sweat to me blood vessel bad.
Me head sweat. Okay.
Yeah, that's how he said
Me
it.
head sweat.
You make me head sweat to me blood vessel bad. I know what he means now. I know what head he was talking about. I know what head he was talking about.
Hey, you girl in the tight-up skirt, you make me extra to the first. Hey, you girl.
Yeah, that's it right there. Cut that DJ before I cut up in here. That's how, rewind. They were doing rewind before the poets. They were doing rewind before the poets was.
We do have.
Oh, I didn't announce myself. Wait a minute. Even though that young lady, you got something December 22nd, I do too, no problem. We're friends. All right, December 22nd, I'm headlining at the Miami Improv. That's a Sunday. If you go on the website for the ticket and put the promo code TEACHER in, teacher, you get in for free.
Free?
Yeah, that's
free
a Sunday night, December 22nd. You might not have to get up the next day because of the holiday. And the Miami Improv.
That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I am excited. Shoot, they don't let us in there like that.
All right, we ready for next month? I'm sorry.
Yes, next month. What we doing?
Next month, 2020. Why do I continue to attract toxic relationships?
And we doing this right after the New Year, so your ass won't even be back to work yet. Why do I continue to attract toxic relationships? I'm so sick of that word, toxic.
You don't like that word?
That's the new word, boy. Everybody toxic. That's all.
We got a lot to talk about on that topic. You don't like the masculine, the toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity. What the hell that mean? Just a real man.
What?
Ain't nothing toxic about being a real man.
Oh gosh, we can't start another show. Okay. Oh,
Right.
Kaveen said great show. Thanks y'all for watching over Facebook.
Thank you.
Thank you, Facebook.
And one time for my Kyle Williams. He checked in, my buddy Kyle Williams from LA.
Oh, DJ Alicia's here, Dr. Tasha. Hey.
Yeah, we got fancy people checking in. I just didn't comment on them.
Callie always.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
Oh, go ahead. So this was Drive-By Therapy. My name is Dr. Tasha. This is Christopher Priester, the teacher. And you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming. See you next month, every first Thursday.